Namaste everybody. My name is 𝐲𝐨𝐬𝐡𝐢𝐴𝐿 and I am your Pranayama teacher. We are going to learn the Pranayama techniques, the different breathing techniques in Pranayama sessions. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learn new things. Namaste. Namaste everybody. Welcome back to my Pranayama yoga sessions. Let's start this session with the chanting of Om first. So sit comfortably on your mat or on your chair, wherever you are. Close your eyes from there. Keep your spine straight. Keep your chest open so that you can breathe well. Bring your focus towards your breathing. Bring your both palms together in front of your heart. And we are going to chant 3 times the Om. So you can repeat after me or with me. Take a deep inhale. Feel the vibration of this chanting. Start rubbing your palms together. Create a positive energy between your palms. Now gently take your palms on your eyes. Feel this soothing effect. Slowly take your palms towards your throat chakra. And finally take it down towards your heart center. And try to feel this energy, this positive sensation. Release your both palms down and gently open your both eyes. So in this video, we are going to discuss about some introduction of Pranayama. Firstly, what is the meaning of Pranayama? And after that, there are a few terms which we need to understand before starting this Pranayama practice. So firstly, let's dissect this word Pranayama into 2 parts. What we get. So Pranayama means, if you take this prana word, this means life force, that vital energy which is inside us, and it cannot be seen, it only can be felt. Now to regulate this force, to regulate this energy, or to control this energy, or we can say to expend this energy inside our body, is the practice of pranayama. A lot of people, they think that pranayama is all about breathing exercise, which is a kind of wrong way to know this. Pranayama is a breathing exercise, but at the same time, it is also the regulation, the procedure of regulation of your life force, of the vital energy. So there can be 2 definitions here. Prana means life force, yama means to control, to restraint, or if we take it prana and ayama means to expand the dimension of something. Ayam means to expand the dimension of life force. So this is the meaning of pranayama. Now there are a few terms. If you have a look here, so the 2 aspects which we have, inhale and exhale, we call it in Sanskrit, we have a different name here. For the inhalation, we call it puraka. For the exhalation, we call it rechaka. So, about this breathing, there are few facts which we need to know before starting this practice. So, a healthy person, he takes 15 breaths, approximately 15 breaths per minute. Similarly, 900 breaths per hour and around 21,000 breaths per day. It is about that healthy person. But what if you don't have a good way of breathing? What if you don't utilize your lungs? What if you don't utilize your diaphragm? What if you don't just take that deep breathing? You have been having that shallow breathing because of the lack of awareness, because of the bad lifestyle, the bad diet, so many factors. So if you go with this pattern, like 15 breaths per minute, 900 breaths per hour, 21,000 breaths per day, so a human being is more or less likely to live till 75 to 80 years. So this is the fact. But if you slow down this breathing, like if you take it to 14 breaths per minute or 13 or 10 maybe, then you can just increase the lifespan. So according to this yoga, according to our textures, we all have been given certain amount of breaths. So it's totally up to us that how we utilize those breaths, how we use them. Are we having like deep breathing? Are we having like shallow breathing and we are just going to finish it very soon? It is totally depend to us. So let's say I have been given 20 breaths. Now it's totally upon me that how I utilize those breaths. Just do I stretch it towards like 1 minute, or do I just waste it within 10 to 15 seconds by rapid and shallow breathing? And it can happen because of lack of awareness, because of lack of exercise, because of, so many factors, as I said. So to take it deep, by performing so many breathing exercises, by performing holdings, by performing some bandhas, mudras, we just create a practice which helps us to increase the lifespan. At the same time, it helps us to regulate the energy which is stuck inside our body. And because of that stuck energy, we have a lot of emotion imbalances. So there is one more term here, Kumbhaka, holding. So holding is of two types generally, like internal holding and external holding. So in Sanskrit, internal holding is called Antara Kumbhaka. External holding is known as Bahaya Kumbhaka. So what is this internal external holding? After the inhalation, at the end of the inhalation, we hold the breath inside. That is internal holding. After the end of the exhalation, we hold the breath outside. That is external holding. Now, there is this third one, which is known as Kiwara Kumbhaka, or we can say automatic or spontaneous holding. Now, this happens when we have practiced this pranayama for a long time, when we just gain a bit mastery over these pranayamas techniques, when we perform 𝐸𝐸 also, which is a part which, is practiced before pranayama. And we shall be talking about 𝐸𝐸 also in details. So Kiwara Kumbhaka is something which can occur automatically. You're not aware about that holding, but because of a lot of practice, it is happening automatically. It is happening spontaneously. You're not aware about that. So this is about the holdings. These holdings are very important because you can stretch your inhalation and exhalation till a certain point. But what about after that? You need holding. But again, like this also goes step by step. It is not something that it is a competition that you hold your breath for like 20 to 25 counts, and after that you just get tired, you just get exhausted, and you are kind of, you're disturbing your breathing pattern. You're creating some kind of error in your breathing pattern. So it never goes like that. It is always like you have to bring this holding firstly with 3 to 4 counts, and then slowly you need to just increase it when you feel comfortable at a particular point of holding. So we are going to discuss about that when we are going to introduce those pranayama techniques, how we can just apply this, holding thing in 300-hour course, and with the engagement of the bandhas, how we can practice this pranayama. So there is one more thing, the sequence, a little sequence of all these things which may confuse you sometimes. So let's clear this thing. Shatkarma, which we are going to discuss about in a particular video session, is always performed first. Like at the crack of the dawn, always the Shatkarma is performed in order to cleanse your body internally. And then after that, there are some like asanas. So it can be like full 1.5 hour asana class. It can be like 1 hour asana class, some little movements, some very gentle flows of vinyasa, if you can perform it even for 15 to 20 minutes, or like the Pavana Mukta Asana series of Hatha Yoga, also you can practice that. Then after that, we come to Pranayama. If you go through those 8 limbs, you will see that firstly that asana comes, and then after that Pranayama comes. And there is a reason behind that, because we perform asana firstly. The first reason is, in the morning, we always, like the tendency is, we always feel quite lazy. In order to remove that laziness, if you are feeling lethargic, if you are just feeling lazy, you're always going to round your spine, you're always going to be, distracted, which is not going to help you anyway. So first thing, removing the laziness. Second thing, it always works in like subtle way. So it removes the blockages at your joints. Again, the energy is stuck inside us. We need to regulate this energy. When the energy is almost, like not totally, not completely, but almost flowing in a nice way, then we come to pranayama. We perform these breathing exercises, which also helps in, regulating this subtle energy inside us. If we directly enter into this pranayama without performing shatkarma or asana, it may be harmful for us, not like daily wise, but maybe at a point of time you will feel like you're not gaining those kind of advantages, and it is rather making your breath ineffective. It is not going to give you some, benefits. So it is very important to go through the sequence, the flow, and then when you have a nice control over your breathing, when your breathing is flowing very nicely, when you know that what is happening to my breath, then you have a kind of, way to go for the concentration practice. Like meditation is a massive term. I always say that. So we cannot say just we are performing meditation. We firstly have to focus. We firstly need to practice concentration. Then we come to meditation when we perform that for a long time without any struggle. So these are few things about pranayama. One more thing about breath I would like to talk about. We have 2 nostrils here. So it is very rare that your nostrils will be balanced. Your one side of the nostril is always going to be dominated. Like if you check it anytime, like through the forcefully exhalation, putting your back of the palm under your nose, you will always feel that your one particular side is always dominated. We need to bring the balance through these pranayama also. So it always happens in a way that sometimes when you are going to perform some kind of, any kind of intensive work, which may be your like physical work, gym, any kind of sports which needs that intensive energy, your right side of the nostril which will be active. When we are going to sleep, a left nostril is going to be active. That is like common because of our body needs that. We want that. We need that. If it happens like contrary, in a contrary way, then it is going to, create some kind of problems. So that's why we need to bring the balance. So there are some pranayama techniques. We shall be discussing about that, but I hope that it is beneficial for you, the introduction, the little things of pranayama. I hope you have gotten a few important facts, few important things from this session. So we are going to close this session now. So before that, just sit comfortably on your mat or on your chair, wherever you are again, and close your eyes very gently. Bring your palms together. Namaskara mudra. Again, we are going to chant Om 3 times. Inhale. Start rubbing your palms together once again. Place your palms on your eyes. And slowly drop your palms down. Gently open your eyes. So, see you in the next video session. Until then, be safe. Namaste.